Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Mourinho challenge. And with Barcelona, obviously we're still here and nothing's changed in that aspect, but we have made it to a semi-final, or a final I should say, in the Spanish Super Cup, as well as we're top of the league by quite some distance. So things are going very, very well. Now, before we get started, of course, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And it's time for us to take a look at how we're going to get on in this Spanish Super Cup final against Real Sociedad. So I will first jump back and take a look at the semi-final and show you how we got on. So it was a comfortable 6-1 win for us in the semi-final. Weber getting a header in the first few minutes. They did also have a sending off, which made things, well, a couple of sendings off, which made things a little bit easier for us as the game progressed, especially in that second half. They did get one back, though, to give us a bit of a worry initially, making it 1-1 in the 15th minute, but from there, we did take control and really start to run the show. Jackson winning the ball on the left-hand side, finding Pedri, who cut the ball inside for Parada around the corner, who just popped it past the keeper for 2-1. And then from there, we doubled our lead, making it 3-1 with Pedri, long ball over the top, Parada being influential once again, fighting for that World Player of the Year award, all that sort of thing. Getting another goal for him there. And then just before half-time, we got another one. It was Araujo playing the ball forward to Rodrigo, and then Razul, who was able to play a dink ball over to Kjærgaard, who nodded it down for Parada, which was a good win. He had to get that header down, and Parada made it 4. Then 2 more in the second half, just to wrap things up nicely after a sending off for them. Rodrigo's ball forward, found Weber, who nodded it down again for Parada, who's just absolutely lethal when given the opportunity. And then a 6th went in the 76th minute. Vencedor playing it with Rodrigo as well. Then Razul's little dinked ball finds Hannibal, whose volley is fantastic, and it's 6-1. So there you go. That is what happened. We absolutely dominated against Valencia, and hopefully we'll do the same against Real Sociedad. I'm gutted that we actually ended up losing to Real Madrid in September, at the beginning of September, near the start of the season, because we've absolutely smashed teams otherwise. A couple of draws in there, Vallecano, Almeria, Man United, which aren't fantastic. But, I mean, more recently, you can see we've just been absolutely running through teams without any care in the world. With that, not too much to update you on. Is there any transfers that I haven't updated? Unai Vencedor obviously came in. I don't think so. Harvey Barnes going off to Shakhtar's probably one that you haven't seen, along with Gedson Fernandes as well. He's gone to Bayer Leverkusen. Just Fernandes wasn't really going to get game time. Now we've got Rodrigo in the side, that sort of thing. And Harvey Barnes, again, obviously we couldn't register him, so I thought I might as well get rid of him. And made 700k profit technically on his transfer, so not too bad. And Teese has been very good for us since joining from Atletico Madrid, so that's very good to see. He's been great, just slotting in wherever we've needed him to, so there's no problem there. Otherwise, pretty happy with how things have gone. Kjærgaard's been fantastic, as we'd expect. Bellingham's sitting slightly deeper at the moment, so we've got that option. Frankie de Jong's played centre-half a couple of times as well, just to fill in those roles. But otherwise, this is probably one of our strongest teams. Kjærgaard maybe could come out for the likes of Vencedor and Bellingham pushed forward. But, I mean, it's so easy to flip between players in this team. It's so nice. It is a small team, so if we get a few injuries, we could be in a little bit of trouble. But at the way things are going, and because we're able to rotate players so easily, we're not really having that issue of players being too tired or anything like that. So I'm pretty happy with how things have gone. Still got Isaac in goal for Real Sociedad, so that's quite an impressive feat to keep hold of him. But look at that team. Fantastic. Weber on the right-hand side, Jackson on the left. Some great players, and we'll certainly be on the road to getting a good result, I'm sure, with this one. So let's see how things go on. Jackson with a ball in, finds Parada, and there you go. Early on, it's 1-0, but it looks like it might be offside from the free kick. So maybe a bit early to celebrate, but we've had them allowed before, and let's hope this one is as well, because, I mean, getting a goal in the first 2 minutes kind of would start the game off to a flyer. Not quite, though, this time, as it has been disallowed for offside. But we see it again. Parada's finishing absolutely top draw, because you see there Jackson's dinked over the top and just on the volley as well. I mean, it's quite phenomenal, to be quite honest. But another trophy to add to the cabinet would be great. I mean, this season has really helped us reel in Mourinho. We've only got a few seasons left. There's not many to go. So we'll have to have a look and see kind of what our targets are after this season, especially as we're going to have to move on to find another club. We'll be interesting to see who's offering, because if we can win everything again this season, it's certainly something to kind of point out to clubs that is something we can do. So we'll see. But Jackson wins that ball, cuts it out as a pass is looked played down the line. We've been on top this half so far. The ball in doesn't quite find Weber, as they now will break in the 25th minute to Canales. Then Isaac driving forward. I'm sure he's probably getting on a little bit now, as he was 20-something when he started the save. But Isaac coming through on goal, shoots. Hall does very well to get his hands on that and poke that round the corner and off the pitch there for a corner kick. It's probably the clearest cut opportunity since our offside goal, but still, it's nothing too much to be concerned about. It looks like Jackson might just get it there ahead of the Real Sociedad defender, Real San Sebastian. A long ball forward, launched over the top of everyone. No one's getting near that, as Elkshire will just trundle on back to get that one as we look to make a move going forward once again. Razul into Bellingham. Then he looks around the corner to Kjærgaard, who's going to drive forward now into that space. And he'll then look for Parada, I'm sure, or not, go his own. Smashes it well over the bar in the end. So not quite the strike we were hoping for. But hey, we're finding the spaces. It's only a matter of time, I think, before we'll get that goal to confirm the lead, let's say. As Rodrigo will take the throw in from the right-hand side. Finds Kjærgaard in that middle bit again. Bellingham looking to drive forward from the middle. Finds Weber. And this is going to be it, surely. No, Saja matches the strike. I mean, it wasn't the best effort. It looks like he just smashed it straight at him. But we do have a corner from it. And maybe we can get one of the centre-halves to get their head on this one, as Jackson's ball in to the back post. It is headed away. And it looks like we'll have to reset once again before half-time. So, I mean, they've held on, and we haven't been at our best, I don't think. I think we've kind of gone a bit easy on them. So I'm hoping this second half we up our game a little bit. Kjærgaard, I think we will take off. We will pop Vencedor on in there and put Jude Bellingham a bit further forward, swap him with Pedri, just to get Bellingham maybe a bit more into the game. Obviously, Parada's not had a great game, but any moment he can change that with his kind of finishing ability. We know how good he is. We don't want to take him off at an early point. Monchu, though, with a delivery in, Isaac with the header, and it just goes over the bar. They're still threatening. We can't take it lightly, as it is still 0-0. I mean, how we beat Valencia 6-1 and we're struggling in this one. I mean, it is a final, I guess. Jackson with a corner delivered. Can we get ahead on this? No. Again, Isaac is the winner of that one. Elkshire should be able to get to that, and we should be able to restart things going forward. Vencedor, he comes forward, finds Bellingham, who's does well to get turned, find Vencedor again. Pedri on the edge of the box, looks it through to Weber. And how has he missed that? He might have been offside, I'm not sure, but that was absolutely atrocious. How have you not even got that on target? I will never know. But we come forward once again. Rodrigo with the free kick this time. Bellingham, then Vencedor, who looks forward to Parada. Round the corner to Jackson, who's driving forward, finds Weber, who's having a cut inside here. But look how many players we've got in and around the box. He's got plenty of opportunities. Bellingham, again, on the edge, finds Weber again. Who's going to look to try and get on his right foot, plays it back to Vencedor on the edge of the box. I mean, that's quite an impressive pass to make sure it gets there. Rodrigo, then Razul, the two full-backs coming right in centrally, as we like them to do. We're playing really narrow, that's the thing. But our wingers should be out wide a little bit more, or at least I'd hope so. As the ball is played over the top to Pedri, can he finish? He surely does. No, he's hit the crossbar and it is cleared off the line. What a ball that was. And Pedri's little dink, I thought that was it. It was going in, but off the bar it goes, and it's a flick away from the defenders as they keep themselves in the game at 0-0. And it's Monchu's free kick, goes all the way through to Hall, so not a troublesome one at all in that regard, as Razul plays forward to Jackson, who's then going to drive forward once again on that left-hand side, who's so good, but is challenged by Monchu, and they will come forward again. Amy back into Monchu now, and he's going to look to... They're keeping the ball quite nicely. But we tend to be able to just nick it off them at points in this sort of situation. So I'm hoping that may be the case here. As he's played the ball across, they look like they may have got out of it quite well. But they're looking to go back inside to where our pressure really is hot on their tails. As Jackson looks to press, then Lenomrad is on there. Long ball forward, but Rodrigo cuts it out. And now here we go. Vencedor over the top to Weber. Header towards goal. I mean, he had so much more time and he could have brought that down. So it's not ideal, let's say that. With only 10 minutes to go, I was expecting more from Parada. Maybe what we can do here is we'll bring Hannibal on the right-hand side, and I think we will take Parada off and bring Antiste on up top. Just to mix things up, I think Antiste may be able to give us something else, as Parada's just it's not been his game today. Let's just say that. Jackson with a delivery from a corner. Here we go. There's the header off the post this time. Hannibal with one of his first touches of the ball. Played it back to Elkshire. It hits Bellingham, so it isn't even blocked properly as it's hit up one of our own midfielders to not go on goal. And look at that XG and dominance in the game. Yeah, at least it's extra time and it doesn't go straight to penalties because we can still get a goal here. Can we get another sub? Nope, that is all our subs we've done and we are not allowed any more. There you go. So the boys on the pitch are going to have to do it for us as Rodrigo takes the throw in, finds Pedri. Then back to Araujo, cut inside to Elkjær, who again looks forward to Vencedor. Turns, finds Pedri, who looks forward to Bellingham. Then into Antiste. Can he turn and find Hannibal? He does. Hannibal through on goal. And he's missed it. How are we missing these chances? Normally, those sort of efforts would be flying in and we'd be 4 or 5 up by now. But Hannibal's delivery isn't quite good enough as Antiste not able to get there, but Rodrigo will do on the clearance. Like I say, we'd have been a few goals up by now normally. I don't know what's going on today, but Bellingham back to Jackson, who's going to look to take on his man and try and get a ball into the box. It's a penalty, surely, as Amy's not gone anywhere near the ball. Jackson's just poked it past him, and Amy seems to have wiped him out there. Is it a penalty? We'll get confirmation, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, you can't do that. You can't just stop someone from getting to the ball, surely. There you go. Penalty awarded. It's on the spot now. I mean, by the way today's going, we'll probably miss it. But there you go. Hannibal, come onto the pitch. Can he finish this one? He does. He gets his second opportunity to make amends for his initial effort on goal that wasn't great. And Hannibal does finish it from the penalty spot to make it 1-0. I'm hoping that is going to be it with regards to everything. I mean, if we just skip through to the end, that'd be great. But it looks like Real Sociedad are not done yet. They are very much still in this game, as it is only 1-0 as a ball switch right over to the other side as Tacita Lucent. What a name. That's a cool name. Marino inside, then finds Moncho, who looks for a ball over the top. Can Rodrigo he deals with that brilliantly, nodding it back to Hall, who can pick that up with no worries whatsoever as he lays it out wide to Elkshire. Then finds Razul on this left-hand side. Now he's going to drive forward into that space. I'd like to see Jackson a little bit further forward, but Antiste has been played in here as he looks to go a bit wide. Cut it back across to Hannibal. There's his second. Janis Antiste with the assist. Here we go. We're starting to open them up now and really get a couple of chances. And it was a lovely, lovely ball across. Antiste did very, very well. Rezul's ball round the corner for him to run onto was great. He was able to turn and cut it back to Hannibal on near the penalty spot, really. And it was just a little tap in. Keeper's got no chance with that one as it comes across the box. But as the first half of extra time comes to an end, we're looking very, very good. So we'll jump straight into it and hopefully wrap things up with a good win here against Real Sociedad. I mean, it wasn't overly confident throughout the whole game, as it did take to extra time for us to be able to seal the deal. But I think we should be okay now as Araujo heads clear from the corner for Real San Sebastian. And then Ortiz looks back out wide. Who's going to... Dumfries whipped in. Isaac going up for the header. No, it is cleared as Jackson's going to drive forward now with the ball. Can we get a third? That'd be nice to see. Make up for all those chances we've missed in the first... Oh, that's a poor pass. You've just given it straight back to him with all that running. but they'll keep hold of this and look to start an attack. But again, Elkshire cuts that out. Their balls forward have been poor today. As Hannibal, could he get his hat-trick here? He's through on goal. I think that challenge really put him off. So he's done very well there, the fullback, to cause issues. As Isaac's been put through, I don't know how this has happened. A great challenge by Hoyenhole, but it looks like it was offside anyway. But, I mean, he had to come out and deal with it. He didn't know, wasn't aware, and he did the job. He's a very, very good keeper. Very happy with that. As we come forward once again, Bellingham into Razul. Are we going to get something just before the end of the game? Antiste, can we make it 3? With that pass, we're certainly not going to. As Amy plays it forward, it's now into Isaac, who's flick on, finds Mourinho. They've got a few players coming forward now. We're going to have to stay alert to try and stop them from scoring, as Razul fouls him on the outside there. That's maybe a yellow. Yeah, I was going to say it can't be a sending off. Christ. But it will be a free kick. I think we'll be okay, though. Even if they score here, we should be fine. They're not going to, with Hannibal clearing it there and Antiste getting onto that ball. It looks like we might even be able to counter-attack with Antiste driving forward now on this left-hand side. Is he going to play it around the corner? Nope. The whistle's going to go, and we're going to win the Spanish Super Cup. So there you go. Another trophy to add to the ranks, which is great. We're really tallying them up now, getting into a bit of momentum. We found the formation we seem to have working at Barca anyway, and hopefully we can maybe take that on to future teams, especially after this season, as we will have to move on. I don't know where we're going. I don't know what the plan is, but we've still got a few more trophies to try and win here before we head off at the end of the season, as we're only halfway through. So I think there's 3 or 4 still to go. But with that, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, I will catch you in the next one.